elements. I hope you guys are good. Sorry, I want to lotion my mouth. It's a bit dry. I hope you guys are good. I'm sitting here at the park once again. It's Friday. I'm loving this. Today I'm going to deliver my art to a customer. I am from delivering waffles. I am done delivering waffles. Now I'm waiting for this customer to come by and take his order. So for now I'm waiting for that customer. How have you been, you guys? I'm at the park once again. This is my town. This is Mbabane. This is the park in Mbabane. So yes. So I hope you guys are really good. Today we're going to be talking about sorry, I don't have a phone stand yet. I'm using my hand. But one day, one step at a time, elements. So today we're going to be talking about manifestation. No, meditation. It's like, I'm like, manifestation, like, we talked about that. Meditation. Why I'm confused is because in my head I always think that meditation is a form of manifestation. That's why I'm confusing it. So today we're going to be talking about meditation. Yes, meditation is a form of manifestation, right? So today I'm going to go deeper on meditation. Do not forget about it. It's just that in my spiritual awakening journey, I've been watching a lot of videos, reading a lot of books from gurus and motivational speakers. So I've been watching a lot of such videos and reading such books, right? Sorry about that hand. And reading such books. And I'd be more confused as to what are they talking about here? What do they mean, really? Somebody would be like, just accept yourself and let go. How do I do that? How do I accept myself and let go? That's the part that confuses me. You feel me? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put myself in your shoes and explain this as easy as I possibly can, as broadly as I possibly can, right? So meditation is a form of manifestation, right? We all know that. But how do you really meditate and truly manifest what you really want? I'm so sorry, the sunlight is tormenting me. Can I move positions? Right. I know the visual is trash, but then you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. So how do you really meditate and actually manifest what you want? Right? So manifestation is when you let go of your physical self and enter into the spiritual realm 100%. Okay, at first you won't enter in there 100%. It will start as 50% as you grow. Even myself, I'm not even there at 100% yet. I'm not at the bullseye yet. But then I'm proud to announce that I'm at least at 95. Like, I really, really do manifest things. But then some days are better than others. I'm not a master, but what I'm already doing has helped me a bit. I'm seeing results here and there, even though I'm not a master, but then the little I do has really brought back results. So it's enough for me to share with people, because there is somebody out there who cannot even manifest anything. So I'm here to share the secrets so that we can all win together as a human race, right? Fulfill our soul contract, right? serve our purpose, because it's no use being on earth and not serving your purpose and then die. It's just a waste of a soul. You've wasted a soul, you see. So let's all achieve our purposes. So how did I do this? I watched a lot of gurus and motivational speakers, and I dismally failed. I couldn't understand what they meant. So what I did was I started thinking it like, okay, let me just make an example of one thing I manifested into reality. Let's start small. Do not think of cars and homes. No. Let's start small. My phone. The phone I'm using right now. If most of you remember my past video qualities, they were dismal. All I wanted to do was to make clear YouTube videos, right? So I was like, you know what? I will get this phone. I will get a good phone with a good camera. I didn't have any money on me. It was in my brutal stages whereby nothing was going right. I had just quit my job. I was at home. I knew that my purpose was not a 9 to 5. I'm not saying a 9 to 5 is wrong. If you're happy with a 9 to 5 and it serves your needs and you are not miserable, then it's okay to go with the 9 to 5. But then for me, I was very miserable. I knew that I was meant to do business, right? I knew ever since I was in high school, I didn't want to go to varsity in the first place. But then I had to because society, right? But that's a story for another day, right? And the moment I finished my varsity, I then decided, you know what? Let me just take the business route. And things happened. A lot of things happened. Story for another day. But then I eventually got a 9 to 5 job. I hated it. I was depressed. I hated every single day of it. And then I got another one. In that one, I became suicidal. So that's when I decided. That's when I started conversing with my higher self. My higher self told me to quit. I'll be okay. At first, I was like, no. This is because mind you, I was still a newbie at the spiritual thing. I was like, come on, no, this is a demon. I still believed in demons, mind you, but I was a Christian. I was brought up through Christianity. I was like, oh no, this is a demon. And then I eventually grew. I was like, there is nothing like demons. This thing is actually a message from the spiritual realm, and this is how I'm interpreting it. And however I'm interpreting it is the right way. I cannot do something that is not right. I'm a light worker, right? So however I interpret messages from the spiritual realm is the light way, you see. So if a message from the spiritual realm comes and I interpret it as quitting your job, it means that's the light way and the right way, right? So I was like, okay, I'm doing this, right? But then I still had this Bantu Bazotini syndrome. It's what it's called in my language. It translates to what will people say, right? That's the ego. That's the ego in charge. So I was like, I'll quit, and then what will people say, right? So it was still my olden days, whereby I had just quit my job. Nothing was going my way. Everything was just, there was just no way forward. I was just not seeing any light at the end of the tunnel, right? So what I did was just think, like, I'm gonna have this phone. I don't know how, but I will have a phone, right? And what happened was I got the phone, right? Okay, I got the phone through what most Christians will call a miracle. It was because then my phone, the phone I was using then, I had busted both my cameras, both my selfie and my main camera, So the phone was really a no-goer. So I used my laptop, but then the problem with my laptop is at night it doesn't reflect light the way it's supposed to. Then it becomes pixelated. The quality becomes pixelated. I was like, you know what? I need a phone. So somebody got me a phone. I was like, here's a phone. I've heard you talking about a phone for the past few weeks. So here's a phone. You pay me in installments. Like the installments are close to nothing. But then look at me now. I have a phone. I'm making videos. Okay. Back to how I manifested it. At first, I used to manifest things as early as I was in primary, but I didn't know what was happening. I'd be shocked. I'd be like, I'd think of this thing, like, oh my God, how I'm craving yogurt. And the next thing, my mom would come back with yogurt. And I'd be like, how did I do that? And then at high school, as I grew up doing this thing, I thought that maybe I had supernatural powers, children. And I'd use them for my good. So my friend would be like, please do your thing so that the teacher will not flog us for not bringing our homework. Like, because I did not do my homework. And then I'll be like, no, but I don't force it. It just automatically happens. If I force it, it doesn't happen. I just have to sit there and manifest it. I don't know how I do it, but then it doesn't just happen like that. So as I grew up, I thought that I had supernatural powers, and then now I got to understand that as I grew up spiritually, I was meditating and manifesting. Like, okay, so I'm not really a guru, and I will not tell you to let go of yourself and do all that. I legit don't know. I legit do not know how I do it. But then, excuse me, I'll give you a few tips of what I know I'm in control of when meditating. What I do is, step one, I think of this thing. For example, let's make an example of wanting a car. I really want a car, good people. I really want to own a car, but I'm really failing to manifest a thing. And I know the reason why, but then let's get to that step by step. Okay. Let's not take a car. Let's take what I've mastered and what I've actually acquired. Let's take the phone. Okay, what I did is, you actually think of this thing. I want this thing, right? After you've thought about it, then decide that you actually want it, actually do want it, actually need it. Don't just manifest something that is just a by the way to you, right? Don't be like, I want that dress, and the next day you've forgotten about it and you don't care about it. Even if you see it, you're like, you just don't care. Really want it, like want it with a zeal. You feel me? And do not fake it. Do not fake wanting it with a zeal. Like, really want it from deep down. I don't know how you can do that. I don't know how to teach people how to want something with a zeal. But then, just imagine that day when you wanted, what's a great need? Something that you really wanted with passion. Like, you just felt that I really want this thing. Like, I really want this thing. That kind of want. The one that you cannot compromise. The want that just comes by and you're like, yes, I really want this. I want this with passion, and I cannot negotiate my want right now. Have that kind of want, and do not fake it, because when you fake it, the universe understands that kind of fakeness, and it won't happen either way. So have that realistic zeal for it, like really want it and think about it every second of the day. Let your heart be sad and long for it. I don't know how to put it, but it's that kind of need, a kind of need that doesn't go away. So have that kind of need and pester over it over and over again, not just for clout. Do not fake it. It should come from deep down. It should be true, a true need, a true want, you see. So then fix your eyes on that. Fix your eyes on that want. After you fix your eyes on that want, try to collect visuals and experiences, yes, of the thing that you want, right? For example, I want a phone, right? Go on the internet and search for the phone you want. Look at it and long for it and admire it, so that you can strengthen the zeal, right? And then imagine yourself having the phone, and imagine what you do with the phone, and imagine yourself buying it, imagine having it, imagine touching it. Like, just imagine already having it in your hand and using it. Just imagine yourself. And one thing I've learned about manifestation, you cannot imagine something you have not experienced before. I think that's why I'm failing with the car. Like, step number one, where I'm failing with the car, is the fact that I've never had a car before. So I cannot imagine myself driving a car and actually having a car. The only time whereby I'm driving a car is when I'm a sober driver, and I never really put my mind into it because I know it's not mine. I'm just doing this person a favor, and I'll be done with it. Maybe it comes once in a blue moon, you see. So I don't really have an experience owning a car. Right, I really want it, but then I just cannot put my mind into imagining myself owning one. Right, that's step one, why I can't manifest a car. But then I'll fix it, maybe slowly but surely. So after I've experienced, imagine yourself using it as yours. What you're gonna do with it, how you're gonna do it, how you'll do this and this, how, you see, in fact, live your life, your imaginary life, with your phone. There's part two, why I can't manifest a car, because I have a lot of things, I have a lot of negative knowledge about a car accidents, fuel hikes, servicing the car. It's just a lot. Like, I have a lot of negative thoughts about owning a car. That's why every time I manifest a car, and then those thoughts come, and I'm like, okay, I don't want a car. So do not contradict yourself when manifesting. Don't go like, I really want a phone, but then how will I buy it? How will I even afford such an expensive phone? How will I maintain it? I really cannot do this. I really don't have Wi-Fi. I really don't. Do not think about the negatives. Think about the positives. I'll have this phone. I'll have good quality videos. I can afford a phone. It's so easy having a phone. I've had a phone before. So what is so important about this phone, you see? So coming back to my story of manifesting a car. Number one, I cannot manifest it because I cannot reach the experiencing phase of manifestation, whereby I experience myself actually having it and owning it and driving it, because I don't have a car of my own. That's number one, where I fail. And then number two, where I fail, it's contradicting myself. Never contradict yourself when you're manifesting, right? So you long for this thing, you want it deep down, your zeal, you put your energy and everything on it, and then never contradict yourself. Be like, oh, by the way, a phone needs this kind of phone will require a lot of mobile data or Wi-Fi, so I cannot afford that. Or I have electricity problems, I will not be able to charge this phone. Or what will I do with such a big phone? It won't fit into my pocket. Or, you see, like those kind of things. Do not think of the negative part, because the manifestation process then breaks. You see, always think of the good part. Always think happy. Always think positive of this thing you want, and really have that manifestation and zeal connection. Do not break that, because the moment you forget about it, the moment your mind gets away from it a bit, the manifestation process is broken again. You have to start again from stage one, which is thinking about it. So manifestation process goes like this. Let me just take you step by step now. So step one, let's just manifest a car together, okay? Right now, let's manifest a car. I really want a car. The universe should give me a car. Okay, if you're a person who believes in physical things, who believes in tapping into the spiritual world through using physical things, right? Write it down. I want a car. Right? Now we have the want. We have what we want to manifest, right? Sorry about that. I'm having difficulties with my hands. Okay? You have your want. I want a car. Write it down. I want a car. Now let's get the car, okay? Okay. Start having a picture of the car you want. Because you cannot just say, I want a car. like what car, or what car. For example, a Mazda Verisa. I want a silver grey Mazda Verisa, brand new from the box. I start imagining it. See, right now I have a picture of a silver grey Mazda Verisa in my head, and it's brand new from the box. If you are a physical person, write it down. I start writing it down. If Mazda Verisa, silver grey, brand new from the box. Okay. Now we have given the universe a picture of the car we want, right? Let's experience ourselves owning it now. Okay. I'm going to the garage. It has a ribbon on it. I'm seeing myself being given the keys by the garage owner or garage manager or whatever you call it. It's a garage or a motor sales warehouse, whatever you call it. Just have that imagination of you going to get the car from that motor, whatever you call it. Have that picture. Just play that movie in your head. Taking those keys, actually starting the car. Oh my God, I'm such an amateur at driving. I'm only used to driving at night, but then know what? I'll just be slow. I'm carrying my L to signalize that I'm a learner driver. I pace it at the back, and then I start driving really, really slow. But then who cares? Because I'm owning this car. I drive as slow as possible to avoid any form of accident, and the universe got me. The universe is protecting me. I will reach home with this car as slowly and surely as I possibly can. Get home and pack it and celebrate with whoever you're celebrating it with, right? So now you've already given the universe the idea, the picture of what you want and how you're actually going to do it. The universe believes this thing as if it's real. Now the universe is pouncing. It's happening. It's happening. See? You see the connection. This is where I normally fail with me, because I'm actually used to driving at night. Sometimes I'm used to driving it during the after hours. I'm just not used to driving. I'm not used to driving, really. So that's why I fail to manifest, because I fail to have that experience of owning a car. But then I'm getting there. Every time I fail, the manifestation process cuts off. I start from point zero. I will never give up. That's another thing about manifestation. It's a long process. It really takes patience and perseverance to actually achieve what you're manifesting. If you're somebody who's going to give up and you're just impatient, you will not have the bigger things. Yeah, you'll get the phones, you'll get the sweets, you'll get the yogurts, the ice creams, the tiny things, but you'll never get success. You'll never get peace. You'll never get stability. You'll never get satisfaction. You'll never get cars. You'll never see. You'll get the earrings, you'll get the clothes, you'll get the dresses, you'll get the sweets, the phones. Yeah, those kind of, I'm not saying they're minor, but you will get the small wins if you're impatient. Because your patience goes hand in hand with whatever you're manifesting. The longer it takes, and the longer you're patient, the bigger your manifestation is. Yeah. Because whatever you take from the spiritual realm into the physical realm requires the strength of whatever the thing is. Because manifestation is taking something that already exists in the spiritual realm and bring it into the physical realm. And it's no man's joke. Even bringing a human being, you see how big a human being is. You see how deep a human being is. A baby. Taking it from the spiritual realm into the physical realm takes more than the 9 months you actually anticipate, because one, it takes your body to be in sync with actually having a baby, right? Mind, soul, and body, everything. I'm ready for a baby now. And then we actually make a baby, and then it takes 9 months for the process to be complete. So imagine manifesting such things like cars and wealth and businesses and peace and happiness and prosperity. It won't be a child's joke, right? So the size of the thing determines the time it will take. Sometimes it's not really time, it's energy, right? If you really put enough energy into this thing, it might even take 2 days for you to get this thing, because of the energy you've invested in having this thing. So it's time and energy. Those are the two main things you actually invest to get something from the spiritual realm. Time, energy. So if your energy is really low during manifestation, it will take a longer time for you to get whatever you're manifesting. But then if you put in a lot of energy into this thing, it will take a very, very short time for it to appear, to manifest. So that's where I failed. I failed in imagining myself having this thing. And then after you've created the movie and owning the car and having everything, now imagine yourself actually living with it, maintaining it. So forget, do not think about car accidents. Do not think about servicing the car. Do not think about fueling the car. Do not think about those negative things. Even if they do appear, just go you know what? I'll have enough resources to do all that. Just tell yourself that when the thought comes, the fuel hike, I cannot. Be you know what? I'll have enough resources for that. The car will come, I'll be able to maintain it. The car will come, I'll be happy with it. I will not be depressed with my car, so I'm ready for a car. In fact, in short, just align. Want the car and align. Done. By aligning, I mean, just like with having a baby, have your mind, soul, and body ready for this thing. Do not think of the negatives. Just every time the negative pop up, I'm not saying the negative will not pop up. Every time the negative pops up, think of something positive that will contradict the negative. For example, thinking of fuel hikes and servicing the car. Be I will have enough resources for that. I will be okay. I am ready for a car. And stop this thing. Who am I to own this? Who am I to own that? Look at my humble backgrounds and my humble beginnings. Who am I to do this? No. Believe in yourself. Be in sync with what you want. Do not let your beliefs and your past detect your future. No. If this so-and-so cannot fuel or service his or her car, who am I to be able to service mine? Who am I to be able to fuel mine? No, you are not him. You are not her. You are you. And you are a master of meditation and manifestation. So you got this. Stop this mentality of saying who am I, or believing or having your past beliefs and your humble backgrounds to trample on whatever you're manifesting. Be in sync, align with whatever you're manifesting, and you got this. And every time you're doing those affirmations, do not do them for clout. Do not fake it. Actually mean it. And then bring back your movie. Bring back whatever good thing you're thinking of having that car. Imagine yourself being able to deliver those parcels, or whatever business you're doing, being able to just deliver and not begging people for their cars, or having that uncomfortable feeling in the public transport because you're carrying a lot of baggage with you, those heavy art, the heavy whatever thing that you're going to deliver to that person in a public transport. You see, just imagine yourself being happy with your whatever thing you're manifesting, and you'll be good. Just align. That's the only way of meditating. Just die a little. In fact, I think I'm just talking about manifestation, how to manifest. Seriously, this is not how to meditate. I think I'll make another video on how to meditate. This was just how to manifest something. Yeah, I think I'll change the video of this title to how to manifest, right? So I think I'll have to make another video on how to meditate. Okay, those are my guides. Those are my guides for you. I'll plan something, and then when I get here, they'll just be like, bleh. Just shift. Let us take over. Every time I make a video, they take over. So, yeah. We'll see when they want me to talk about meditation. But for today, it was how to manifest. So, love you a lot, elements. Until next time. Bye.